Hello, this is Martin, as it says there, or Alphatucana, which is my website. Alphatucana being, well, nothing much, a blog. There you go. Here are the options for the game Anno 1404 when you first open it. What I'm going to do is a simple complete beginner's guide, nothing advanced, no advanced gameplay ideas, no special tricks, just how do you start playing a game like this. When you get to the opening screen, you can see there's lots of menu options. You can start a campaign game, which is that's a kind of a built-in tutorial. It starts off with easy challenges, and you go through more and more challenging scenarios to play through the storyline. That's quite a good way to learn the mechanics. Some of the episodes are very tough, but that's the idea. There's a bunch of general scenarios, varying in difficulty. That's easy, that's medium, and that's tough, and here's another easy one, medium and tough, and so on. And there's also somewhere here a continuous game option. Again, easy, medium and tough, or hard as they call it. Now, I haven't played the continuous game ever, so I thought let's start with that. I can see the screen's flickering a bit here. It's a little strange, but it seems to be working. I'll ignore it for now. We'll start with an easy game, and we'll just see how it goes, basically. Got 25 minutes left, so let's just start. When you click the start button, it has to create the world. It generates a random planet, a flat square planet, but never mind. And actually it's not the entire planet, it's a region with the Occident, or the West, or the North as they call it, and the Orient, with some more exotic places in it, usually anyway. Maybe that won't happen in this random scenario, but it doesn't really matter. The gameplay is the same. I'm playing it more or less as a beginner, because that's the aim of this tutorial. So let's see what we get. Nearly there, right. Set sail, whoosh. And here we are. I'm on my little island, whatever it's called, and this is my little warehouse. Lord Northborough there, he's the big boss guy, friendly chap. He's given me this warehouse, and my job is to, well, play the game really, set up some civilization on the island. Now, I've got scrolling mode on, but it doesn't do it, I've found. You can zoom in and out by rolling the mouse wheel. And if your screen doesn't scroll when you move the mouse to the edges, you can use the right button and drag the map about instead. And you can also click on the map here to have a look around your island. I would recommend doing that before you do anything, to see what's there. You've got some iron. You've got some stone. I've got some other bits up here. Oh, what's this? Got an excavation site of some sort. I don't know what that is. Oh, some archaeologist chappy by the looks of it. Very nice. Got some coal, some stone, some stone. These are resources that you can use. Iron, 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 stone. Oh, there's lots of resources. That's because I've gone for the easy mode, where there are lots. There's no coal here, but you can burn charcoal instead. So it's not so tough. Anyway, there's loads of iron. Lots of iron. That's interesting. Now, what are we going to do? Well, we've got to populate the island, and from my perspective, the thing to do is to make some money, really. You start off with 50,000 or so. You have some wood, and you have some tools. And you have some food and some cider. Well, that's very nice. And some rope. This means we can get started. But before you can do anything much, you have to build something. Because your peasant chappies here, they have to live somewhere. And before you can even build a peasant house, you have to build a marketplace. Because they can't do anything unless they have somewhere to buy and sell. So, where shall I build it? I'm going to build it here on the edge of the initial building area, which is near the warehouse. So you left click to build it, right click to stop building multiple copies. And now you can see the little peasant house is lit up. So I can start building some houses, places for the people to live. Now I'm going to leave a little gap between the houses and the marketplace, because I'm going to be putting some little roads down there as well. I don't know how many peasant houses to build, no idea, but we'll just do that. And we've also got to connect up our docks, the warehouse, because this is where we're going to be doing trading from, and it's where all the stuff is stored. If we zoom in now, we can start to see people wandering around our town, and even some peasants are moving in, but they don't really they look like they says they're descending because they need company. Well, I've just built the market which satisfies the need for company, and there's other peasants which have got to move in. Oh, and I have to attach those to the road as well. You see, only if they're right next to the road do they actually get to travel around. Here, thank you. Yeah. They can walk on the grass, but it doesn't really work very well in the game, so I'm going to build a bunch more peasant houses here. There seems to be room, so let's stick them in. I'll leave a gap there. Why not have a bit of a garden for them? I notice in a lot of the games people pack in all the people they can into as little space as possible, but I prefer to give them a little bit of room. I mean, it probably does affect the gameplay. It's less efficient to give them room. I'm going to build a fishing boat place so we can have some food in the town. And again, I've got to connect it to the warehouse with a road. There we go. And we're going to need to chop down trees and stuff, I'm afraid, so I'm going to build one, at least, logging camp here and connect him to the network with a little road. There we go. Have a stone deposit. I don't know. I'm not in a position to build any stone. These things, which are greyed out, you can only build when you have enough other resources available. Like 60 peasants I need, and I'm sure I don't have that many at the moment. If I click on the marketplace, it tells me I've got 12 peasant houses, and that's basically it. I've got 49 peasants at the moment, so lovely. Over here it shows me my tax revenues and things like that, and I always end up making a loss in these games. I'm one of these people who doesn't really play to win. I just like messing about with the this interface and seeing what I can do, basically. So the wood has been used up rather a lot. I think I'll build another wooden chappie. Oh, I can build a cider farm as well. He needs to be somewhere where we can chop down trees. So here we go, and I'll connect him up with the road as well. Maybe not the most efficient route, but he's there. And a cider farm, because the peasants, well, what can you do without a drink after all? You've got to spend your money on something. If you're not going to save and invest for your future, you might as well waste it all on booze. Right, there we go. Oh, I don't have enough building material. Oh, what does that mean? You see here, I have I need 15 gold, one set of tools, which I have, but I don't have 5 wood. Is that 15 gold, or is it 15 something? Looks like 100 gold. And 15 something else, I don't know. But I need more wood. Well, I've built these guys, they're going to be supplying me with some wood too. I only have 4 at the moment. So if I wait a few moments, you can see there's a journeyman coming down the path here from the woodchopper's hut to the warehouse, and when he arrives, I should get some more. There we go. And now I can build my cider farm. Click on the house, click on the cider farm, and decide where to put it. And I'm going to put it here. For no particular reason, but I suppose a little bit away from the town centre, basically, and connect it up to the warehouse with a little road. And when you've built a cider farm, you have to actually put down some fields, so click the watering can off and it does it automatically, or you can do it one by one yourself by clicking on the little fence and putting them somewhere in this area as you like. They need a church as well, I'm afraid. If you click on the peasants here, they're not happy enough because they need to pray to their god or gods or whatever it is they've got. But I need 12 wood for that, and I don't have them yet, as you can see. I'm tempted to build some more wooden thingies. Wood choppers. Maybe I'll stick one more there just to speed up the process. Here we go. Stick him down here, close to the road. There we go. Now the idea usually with these games is to build up the town's population, make them happy, and the idea with the peasants that they have to be happy is that they can then ascend to become more advanced types of characters, nobles and diplomats and so on. But they all start off as peasants and they gradually become happy and educated and so on, and eventually you can have more advanced type of people. Citizens next, and so on. For example, you get patricians and nobles and so on. Each class of citizen has more complex needs. These guys need decent clothes, for example, so you have to plant hemp and make ropes and weavers' huts and things of this sort. So you gradually get a developing society like that. They have to be euphoric in order to be able to ascend to the next level as well. This slider controls your tax level, but as you increase the tax, they become less happy. So it's best to try and keep it there, but there's a tendency to make a loss. At the moment I'm making a profit, which is most unusual, but I haven't built many buildings yet and they have maintenance costs. Now how much wood have I got? Can I start building a church yet? No, I've only got 5 wood. The marketplace produces 1 little chappie. What I need is to build a market building. This sends another market cart, another journeyman, into the game. It also extends my building area. But at the moment I want another journeyman, so I'm just going to plonk this fellow here. And we've got 2 guys delivering the wood now instead of 1. And the cider, come to that. If you click on the cider farm, you'll see he's generating lots of booze for the peasants. Working at 100%, and you've got 3 out of his 5 possible in his store. When it gets up to full, a journeyman has to come along and pick it up and take it to the warehouse. I haven't built a tavern or a pub for them yet. Again, I need more wood. So we'll sort that out in a bit. I don't know if I have. Yes, I do have enough for another market building. Well, let's, without any planning, but let's just put one down here somewhere and there, and connect up with a road. Lord Northborough there is telling me I don't have a chapel. Well, I know, I don't have enough wood, Mr. Northborough, or my lord. I'll build it in a minute. You see these little buildings? The fishermen's huts are full. Lack of journeymen to collect the fish. And the cider is now full. Well, they'll get around to it. I have 6 wood. I need 12 for my chapel. So let's just wait for it to build up. 7. I might speed things up even more by building another small market building. I'll put it out here. Connect it up with a road. There we go. And I'm basically just waiting for wood to arrive. If I were to build a shipyard, which comes later, when I've got some decent citizens, I could build a ship and trade with Lord Northborough on the other island to get supplies, but I have to get up to that kind of level first. If you want to speed up the collection of your wood, that one's empty. This one has 1 in it. Oh, it's a peasant house. How did that get there? I meant that to be a wood chopping guy, didn't I? Yes. Well, I have this set on autosave, as you can see. I'm just going to demolish that and build what I intended. Goodbye. You're evicted. Alright. I wanted a woodcutter's hut here. Thank you. I thought there was something wrong when I was putting it down, because it shows you when you're overlapping the neighbouring one. Now let's speed it up by putting him here for now. I might move him later. Will he fit? Yes. Connect him by a little road. There we go. He's got naught there. There's none waiting there. There's none waiting there either. Right. They're all busy. If you double click on the hut, it shows you all of the buildings of the same type. I have 15. I can build a little chapel, because these little chappies need a chapel to, well, to help them to pray See, it has a sort of region that it covers, so where can I build it? I'll build it here, and I can build some more peasant houses around here. The peasants are your workforce after all, so and citizens, so you do need to have a load of them. And I've run out of wood again. Oh dear. But oh, and some peasants have advanced, and now we have the higher requirements coming on, and I've made an achievement. Oh, Lord Northborough offers to sell me my first ship. Yes, please, Mr. N. I'll show you how to get that. My achievement first. Something. I've no idea what this is really. I've got an attainment, but he's selling me a ship. Now, if I go to his island, on the little map at the bottom here, you can see his island. There's a little ship with an arrow pointing at it. There. That's my ship. I have to give him 3,500. He's so generous. Gold coins. It's mine. Thank you. Now I want to get some wood, for goodness sake. You click here to make a trade. I've got the ship selected. I click there. I don't want to sell anything. I want to buy. Give me some wood, please. 40 tons of wood. There we go. I can get started with building a few things, right? I might as well take some tools as well. Okay. That's that. And I go to where I want the ship to go, which is my harbour. Where is it? Well, my warehouse as it happens. And I send the ship here with right click. And you'll see it starts sailing off. Here he comes. We have some nice triumphant music to go with it too. He'll turn up in a minute. Meanwhile, I probably have some bits of wood now. The citizens need extra things, but I want to make sure my peasants are adequately catered for first. That's a citizen house. That's a citizen house. Here's a... Oh, they're really advancing, aren't they? My peasants are happy. The peasants, you see, are fully satisfied, hence they can advance to some degree. Oh, that one's just advanced. And these citizens, it's no good supplying them with food. They've got to have good food, spices, which come from the Orient. They want some decent clothes, and they want some amusements of some sort. Tournaments, a tavern. The peasants are satisfied with just an ordinary cider house to drink in. Or indeed, it seems they're satisfied with just the cider farm here, but so that's fine for them, I guess. If I click on a peasant house, it will show me... Oops, it's advanced. Yes, they've got enough to drink, so that's fine. Drink, of course, doesn't mean water, it means cider. Oh, my ship in passing has discovered another island as well. You'll see up here now we have another island. And it maps the entire island for you. We have something here. What's this? Do I... some nun or something? Very nice. Okay. My ship has arrived with the wood. So if I select the ship, I can offload all of it into my warehouse, and I have a few supplies. It's now full. Now I could, at this point, set up a trade route, and that might be a good idea. I'm not making anything, but I can possibly supplement my wood supplies. It depends. I have quite a lot of cider here. I have quite a lot of fish. I can sell some cider and buy some wood, maybe. So let's try that. I'm going to set up a trade route with this ship. Eventually I'll use another ship and just probably you can build more as you get better. First thing I have to do is add a warehouse. So Wolf's Haven is my port. So there it is, and I want to load up with cider. But But I don't want 40 tons of it, that's far too much. I'm going to take just 20 tons and hope that I can do enough, and I will be not picking anything up from the other place yet. I'll see how it goes. At Kingsport, which is Lord Northborough's place, I will sell my cider. It'll sell as much as I've got, but I'm going to, just to be nitpicking, I'll make it 20 tons as well. And I tell it which ship to use of my many. There it is. And the little play button means it'll go. You can pause it as well if you want to. And that's it. The ship will now automatically trade. In fact, just sell Lord Northborough cider. You see the little crates there, it's loading up, and when it's ready, when it's loaded, it will set sail. And that will just carry on automatically. So let's build my church. Oh, I've already built my church. In that case, let's see what the citizens need. They want hemp farms for clothing. I'm going to build 3 up here. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to connect them with dirt tracks just to start with. These roads can be improved later. Now I click on each one to place the fields. Boff. It doesn't place them with maximum efficiency in terms of space, but it's only if you really want to pack people in, which I don't usually, that you need to be totally efficient with space. And having built that, you probably need to build a weaver's hut so that your jolly citizens can have some decent clothes. I don't know if the weaver's hut area has to be encompassing the hemp fields or not, but I'm going to build it here and we'll see how he gets along. He's also right beside the roads, so there you go. A stonemason's hut. Now I have a stone deposit here, so let's... do I need to build a mine first? I don't know. Don't think so. That's it, I build it there. And again I connect it up with a little road. See if it's working. Yes, it is. So that's what you do. Now the time is almost up for this part 1 of the tutorial, because YouTube allows 30-minute videos. So I'm going to save the game here and perhaps carry on with part 2 at a later date. Save game. There you go, alphatucana.co.uk. What the heck. And we can carry on at a later stage. So goodbye for now.